Good morning. It's day 17. And guess what? We're starting James chapter 3 today. We have verses 1 and 2. And our theme this week is we can't do what we don't believe. Remember, we talked about that on Wednesday night. We can't do what we don't believe. That's basically the theme that we're focusing on for this third week of our study. And the third chapter of James just starts right off with this theme. So I'm going to read 3, 1, and 2, and I'll tell you what I got out of my quiet time. Not many should become teachers, my brothers, because you know that we receive a stricter judgment. For we all stumble in many ways. If anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is mature, also able to control the whole body. So we've talked about controlling the tongue. We looked in James 1:19 where he says slow to speak. James 1:26 where he says rein in your tongue. James 2:12, speak like you believe your words and deeds. And now we're in James chapter 3. Not many should become teachers because you know that we receive a stricter judgment. So I think what James is saying here is we need to check our motive. That's kind of what I'm getting from this, because we all stumble in many ways. And if anyone does not stumble in what he says, which is our tongue in what he says, then he is mature, able to control the whole body. Well, this kind of reminds me about a situation that I had a few months ago with my grandson, CJ. It was hot. We were in the car. I drove to Visalia. My son drove down from Fresno, and I was watching the kids. My son's 2 kids, and I had my daughter Kate's 3 children at the same time. And it was really, really hot. And we were sitting in the car waiting for my son and his wife to finish dinner with some friends. And I had a movie playing on the iPad, and we'd gone for a walk and we'd had dinner. And the 6-year-old CJ, who thinks I'm the most important person on the planet, he just thinks I am. He was getting hot, he was getting thirsty, and he was mad because I had made him throw out his water when we left the little restaurant to go for a walk because I didn't want him carrying it. So he got madder and madder and hotter and hotter and madder and madder. And finally, he said, in just this really angry, angry voice, are you supposed to be taking care of us? I looked at him and he was so dramatic at this point. And I said, yes, baby, I am supposed to be taking care of us. And he goes, you are not doing a very good job. And he's screaming at me now. And about this time, my son, who's this big 6'2" tall, skinny guy, comes walking up and he hears the commotion and he goes, what the heck is going on? As he hears his 6-year-old screaming at me. And he goes, Dad, she's trying to kill me. My son and I looked at each other and immediately just started cracking up because we both knew I wasn't trying to kill him. But in that moment, CJ was convinced that I was trying to kill him. And as I was driving back to Bakersfield after we left, I remembered that we got him all settled and he found a bottle of water and gave CJ a drink. And then it took a few minutes, and about 5 minutes later, we got everybody buckled in. And I was walking back to my car and I heard CJ scream, Mau Mau. That's what they call me, Mau Mau. Come back, come back. I have to give you a hug goodbye. And I just started cracking up because just 5 minutes before, this 6-year-old had thought I was trying to kill him. And now he's screaming because I'm leaving and I forgot to hug him goodbye. So why do I tell you that story? Well, I think we get caught up sometimes in our emotions. And when James says, not many should become teachers, my brothers, because you know that we receive a stricter judgment, I think that's true for all Christians. I think that as Christians, we have to be aware of what we say. We have to be aware of what we do. And when CJ's screaming at me that night as we were driving back, I kind of imagined that's how I act with God sometimes. I get mad and I tell God, you're trying to kill me with all these trials and challenges. And really, God? And you know what? This is what God says. And this is what I think James is saying. If you're a Christian, if you say you're a Christian, if you're a teacher, if you're a leader, if you're an example of any kind, we need to be aware of what we do. And I think I kind of wrote this out, and this is what I put on my Post-it note today. I hear what you say. A little louder. I hear what you say. A little louder. I hear what you say. And then really loud. I see what you do. See, it's not what just we say, it's what we do. So as James 3:1-2 says, for we all stumble in many ways. And if anyone does not stumble, which is not true, we all stumble. In what he says, he is mature, able to control the whole body. And we know that that's not true. So tomorrow, as we dive into the next section of James 3:3-6, he kind of takes it a little bit deeper. And he starts off by talking about putting bits in the mouths of horses. That's just your little preview. Don't read ahead. But today I want you to think about the idea that James is saying that we need to check our motive. We need to think about how we respond to God. And then we need to think about what we say, what we say, what we say. And then the real truth is that people see what we do. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 18. I can't believe we're just like rolling into the end of this, and we're over halfway done. So have a great day and enjoy your Saturday. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning for Sunday. That's what it means. When it's Saturday, I get to see you because tomorrow is Sunday. So have a great Saturday. Bye.